Well, hello, my lovelies. This is going to be a dark screen meditation video. Put yourself into a spiritual state of mind. Here's an old song. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Someone's crying, my Lord. Someone's crying, my Lord. Someone's crying, my Lord. Kumbaya. Someone's crying, my Lord. Someone's crying, my Lord. Someone's crying, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Someone is dying, my Lord. Oh, someone is dying, my Lord. Someone is dying, my Lord. Kumbaya. Wow. Excuse me. I think I got a horse in my throat. Kind of takes a lot out of you in a spiritual state of mind. Oh. Well. Wow. Oh. For me. And good morning, my friend. It's always gets me. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Well, 20 years. 20 years. My son Alan Marshall Spring passed October 17th, 2005. I love you, Al. He was a very special young man. 22 years old. He passed away. Basically, there were two individuals that we hired. We were in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Sorry. Doing tree work. Hurricane relief. He's just such a beautiful soul. There were like little old ladies, people that couldn't pay, people that had their driveways just filled with debris. Al didn't even have to be asked. He'd take his JCB robot, just skid steer with a grappler on it. He'd go up there and just clear their driveways, and people would offer, well, how much owe you? He said, oh, nothing. It's on the house today. His motto was, get her done. Get her done. He had spirit. Mind you, he had issues with drugs. An insatiable appetite for drugs. And at that time, I was not educated. My ex-wife or wife, I didn't know. We were not educated about drugs and things, and how evil people could be. So Mike and Roger were a couple of guys we hired, and they were evil Wiccans. Evil. We didn't know it. So they were sucking Al's soul, attacking him spiritually, weakening him. And we suspect that they were putting certain substances into his Gatorade, because he started feeling weaker and weaker, and we didn't know. And then she had a pet squirrel, Squirrely, and these son of a bitches poisoned the squirrel, and the squirrel died. Oh no, it was liquid morphine. Mind you, because of the damage that the Hurricane Katrina caused, oh my God, I miss you so much now. Oh, my son, my baby. I remember he was a little kid, just a little toddler. He was so lively, always wanting to be part of whatever I was doing. And then when he was 12 years old, he by himself, I used to buy these older cars and trucks. He could put a transmission in by himself at 12 years old. So we're going to go back to the dark screen, I guess. Let me just turn the flashlight on. Okay. So I find it necessary to try to encourage you guys and really understand grief. Here it is approaching 7 a.m. And I've been able to get control of my grief because I grieved so much. So it's like some spiritual force or God, before we discovered his body. Mind you, we were staying in a travel trailer. He was renting a little house, and he had those two scoundrels living with him, and we didn't know. We just didn't know about these things like we know now. So all of a sudden, my ex-wife and I, of course, we were very sick. We caught something, so we were sick. So we couldn't see for 2 weeks. We were sick. We didn't see what was going on. Two scoundrels. Um, so we had this euphoric feeling, like something just made us feel. I was playing my keyboard, and that song that I go, "You make me feel so happy," that one. And I was playing that, and the sun is shining in the rain. But 6 months before Al passed, I knew he was leaving, but I didn't want to accept it. I just knew. I got this premonition that he was going to pass away. So something prepared us by giving us this euphoric feeling. We go in there. We thought he was sleeping. He didn't look dead. He had his color and everything, but he was dead for 4 or 5 hours. Rigor mortis already set in. So we tried to do CPR with him, and it was futile. It was the most just when your son, a child, he's still a child. Nothing you can do about it. And mind you, 3 months before I lost my dad. Yeah, before then. And then in '84, I lost my brother Brian. That was hell for me. That was darkness, the grief. But losing Al. And then, so this gentleman, I'll move forward a little bit. I'll tell you what kind of kid, I'm going to say Al's kid. He was very, very, had a great personality. And he was, apparently he met this gentleman who was doing the same thing we were doing, hurricane cleanup and stuff like that. Bruce Nutter was his name, yeah, in Tennessee. What a decent guy. So we're just like sitting there in the trailer, in a travel trailer, and like just, it was unbelievable. We were paralyzed, just spiritually, physically, mentally paralyzed. We're sitting there, we're like, we don't know what the fuck to do. It was unbelievable. And I get a call and on Al's phone, because we kept his phone on for a few months. And I answered it. He said, "Is Al there?" I said, "No, he's not. He passed away." And Bruce said, "I'm so sorry." Then he explained, how he met Al, and they hit it off, and explained that, he gets subcontractors and pays them like 66%. His cut is 33%, which is fair because they're high paying work. And eventually we go back home, and then I called Bruce and I said, "Well, I think I want to go ahead and get hooked up with you." And it lasted about 6 months, but when I went back to Ocean Springs, Mississippi, in that area, Gulfport, different areas, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot out of me. I just can't do it much. Can't do the grief again. It's too much. It's too much. So I went back, and it's like, no Al. Al's not here. But then I get signs, all kinds of signs, between nature, between people talking to me. In fact, on the way back home, it was like 2 weeks after he passed away. On the way back home, um, this older black gentleman, he's whistling and he's just very a happy soul. And he says, oh, he looks at me, he says, you know, it's good to be alive. Now, I took it to offense. I said, what? I said, my son just passed away. Oh, I'm so sorry, son. I didn't mean to hurt you. He said, I did not mean to make any offense or hurt you. He said, I'm so sorry. And I said, it's okay, sir. I'm sorry. It's okay. And he hugged me. I started crying. He's crying. And he said a little prayer for me right there. And that's what helped me along. A lot of times I just wanted to go ahead and end it because of the grief. My ex-wife, I don't have enough time on this phone. My ex-wife, she was, oh, it hit her so bad. She scared the living shit out of me. She said she was going to kill herself, and she said she had a concoction of different pills she ground up and just take a swig of that and swallow it. Yeah, she'd be dead within a few minutes, but thank God she didn't. Then I lived in a little bus. She lived in her travel trailer on the property we had. And she'd pop it around with a 44 Magnum out the damn door. And I said, oh my God, she killed herself. So I'd go running. I said, why did you do that? So it was just her way of venting, but at least she didn't kill herself. So this is what makes me strong and appreciate life, is my predecessors that have passed on, and my spirituality has got so strong, and I guess a lot of it is my Native American heritage that really balances me out. So I just wanted to share this to you, and I love you, Al. I love you so much. Miss you. Oh, losing a child, no matter how old they are. And I know it's worse losing a baby, a few months old or a couple of years old. But 22. And I kept trying to tell him, talk to him, Al, you're on thin ice with hot skates. You're gonna have to change your lifestyle. You're going too fast. I says you're crossing the line. And he didn't listen. And we did a brake job on one of the trucks. And that's like I heard in my mind. I said, okay, I'm gonna have to put the brakes on all of this. I knew it that bad. The next day he was gone. He was dead. My ex-wife, she apparently that he died in the early morning hours of October 17th. She said that his spirit was in high distress, just came into her. She was staying in a travel trailer. I was staying off and on. I rented a place. She said his spirit came in and he was in distress. And he was communicating not verbally, but he was a dark shadow. And he kept saying, help me, Mom, help me. And I can't find my body, help me. All right. Well, I'll I'll talk to you guys later on. Love you.